Yo, 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 Muddy Waters Podcast. This your boy Shaq Sims, and I'm here right now with a special guest.
Hey, I'm Tesh, host of Tesh Talks Podcast.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of my favorite podcasts coming out right now, especially the things that you talk about, what your brand is all about, like finding your purpose in life and living your purpose and walking in your purpose, you know what I'm saying, doing you.
That's what my shirt says.
Yeah, and all that, you know. So, thanks for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Okay. Most definitely. Your podcast is like fairly new, but you're doing a lot of dope things with your show.
Thank you.
You know, I know you probably inspiring a lot of people so far.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. Like when I first thought to do the whole thing, my purpose was to connect, inspire, and to provide hope. That's like what the whole thing is about, while sharing my life experiences. So, because I just feel like a lot of times, when we just scrolling on social media, seeing things, and I can see like a lot of millennial women, and it's like I've experienced that too. I've had the same feelings. I've thought the same things, and I'm like, I feel like it's time for me to share my life experiences so that others can, just feel like that they have something to relate to, and they see like, okay, she's doing fine, or she's optimistic, or she's okay, I can be okay as well. So I just got word from God. That's what I feel like. And he was just like, it's time to speak. Because I'm not the type of person to like really share a lot of things just like publicly. Like I'll talk with friends, family and stuff like that. But to really like get on and just doing a podcast, anybody can just, listen to it whenever they feel like it. And so that was kind of something that I was a little uneasy about at first. But I think like when I get on and I'm recording, I'm just like
flowing.
Yes. And that's how I know it's like it's real, because now I don't even feel like, type of way. I'm just like, this is what I need to do. Like I feel excited to do it because I feel like it's really going to reach somebody. And so that's the whole thing about it. But that's like to connect, inspire, and provide hope. That's the whole purpose of it. Yeah. Of the podcast.
That's dope. Like when God spoke to you and told you that you need to do it, because like I have moments like that now. Wasn't like, I would say God showed me what I was supposed to be doing in certain ways. Like he knows your personality, he knows you, he knows his kids, you know what I'm saying? So like it was a point in my life where like for God to show me something, he had to really sit me down, like sit me down like, all right, bro, you're gonna have to sit down for some months until you get the message that I want to provide. But now like he talks to me like I don't actually hear like a voice, his voice, but I'll hear like my own voice in my own head come to me sometimes, or an idea will come to me, or something will come to me.
And you know it's God sent.
And I know it's God sent. You know what I'm saying? But how did this idea come to you, and how does God talk to you when he talks to you?
The idea came about sometime last year, and it's crazy because I was actually going to try to do it with somebody else, and it was going to be a whole different like type of vibe. And then like as time progressed, he was just like, no, you're going to do this on your own. And I'm just like, I didn't want to do this like on my own. I just saw like how you and I are talking, like that's how I like envisioned it with like another person, and we were going to be talking about just other things. It wasn't going to be really, it would have probably been some inspiration going on, but that was not the direction that I was like going in. And he was just like, no, it's going to be by yourself. You're going to do it by yourself, and it's going to be like this. And so I was really like kind of like pushing it off. Like I think in like my first episode I talk about that. I'm just like, I just really was kind of trying to be like, God, I ain't trying to hear you right now. I don't want to do that, because it was something new. So I was just, nervous to do it or whatever, and step out and do that. But when he wants you to do something, listen, he gonna get louder and louder. And it's just like, I would talk to like co-workers, and we'll just be having casual conversation, and then that will pop up and be like, have you ever thought about doing a podcast? I'm like, why would you ask me that? Like what would have made you think to like ask me that? Or just any type of conversations with people, and it would just hit me like, podcast, you need to do it. And I'm just like, so when the whole COVID thing hit or whatever, that gave me a lot more time to like focus on putting it out there and stuff, because I had more downtime because I was working from home and it was just still ringing in my head. And I was like, I think I wanted to do it earlier in the summer, and then I was, you know, not prepared enough. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it August. August is the 8th month, new beginnings. I'm gonna do it then. I wanted to do it August 8th, but I was not prepared. I was like, you know what? It's best to do it on the last day of August, because better late than never. So I was just like, boom, that's how I'm gonna do it. And God speaks to me in a lot of ways. Like, but I always tell people, like, and just from personal experience, you have to be, first of all, you have to have a relationship with him to know what his voice is like. And one of my friends, she said this some years ago. She was like, when you know a person, you don't have to see them, you know them, so you hear their voice and it's like, oh, that's Tisha, oh, that's such and such, because you know them. So when you have a relationship with that person, you know, like, okay, that's their voice. So first of all, you have to have a relationship with him in order to know that that's him or whatever. So being that and it's like, it's not a perfect relationship because I ain't perfect, that's why it's not, but it's like, because I have like a relationship with him, I know certain things and I'm like, okay, that's him talking to me, you know, and I need to, you know, do this. And sometimes I probably have missed it, and here he go, he running it back, he like, okay, and I'm like, you know what, I got you this time around. So yeah, he speaks in many ways, whether it's just like a voice or visual things. But you gotta like have a relationship to know, like, okay, that's God trying to speak to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as time goes on, the more you grow, the way he speaks to you changes. I guess, you know, when you grow more in your relationship with him, grow stronger, he doesn't have to show you in such harsh ways. He can show you in more subtle ways. Like now that I'm 27, like, you know, he'll come to me in a dream. Something will happen in a dream. Like, I remember there was something that I needed to do. I needed to forgive somebody, right? Like, I needed to forgive somebody. And I was thinking, like, all right, I'll forgive them.
Whenever I feel like it or whatever.
You know. But then, like, I had a dream that person, like, me and that person got into an argument. And then, like, that person died the next day. And it was like, okay.
God, like, now. You need to do it now.
As soon as you wake up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what?
Right. Because you would hate for that to be the reality.
Hate for it to be. You know what I'm saying? And it made me forget, like, in that dream, like, all the stuff that person didn't matter. But I couldn't cry because it was like, dang, bro, like, I really didn't forgive this person. So I would be remiss and fake to cry. So I might as well just chuck it up on the chin, like, if that's gonna be the reality of the situation. But then I forgave that person. I'm saying all that to say he talks to you in different ways.
And like you said, it's not ways. It just depends. Like, if you are really like trying to receive him, it's not gonna be harsh. But if you really like trying to blow it off and stuff, and he really needs to direct you in a certain way or whatever, it's gonna get louder, it's gonna get harsh. Like, the hit it's gonna really hit. So it just depends on if you're really trying to like take in what, you know, what he's trying to tell you, because it can be some, you know, some hard falls if you're not listening. For sure. So
I went through a lot of them.
Yeah, I think we all do. Yeah.
Yeah, I got scars now. You know what I'm saying? From hard falls, like stuff that I was supposed to do. I knew better, but then he sat me down. Like, nah, bro. Then I got back up. He sat me down again.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I had something where I said God will tell you to sit down and shut up. Like, he'll really, like, because I've had a lot of moments in my life where I'm thinking, oh, I'm supposed to be on the go, do this. And he's like, no, sit down. And I feel like because we're all different, for me, I'm the type of person, I don't have to touch the stove to know it's hot. Like, I can see that other people have touched, and I'm like, okay, 3rd degree burn. I ain't about to get, you know. But it's like, so for me, he wants me, like, I sit down and I listen. Like, I don't have to go out and do stuff, too much things to be tripping up and getting into stuff to know. So I think when he really wants me to know stuff, he's like, Tisha, sit down and shut up. And I'm about to let you know, like, you trying to do stuff on your own, sit down and shut up. And it's kind of hard for us because we think we know it all, and we just like, I might do this, this, and this. But it's like we miss a lot of things when we're just like on the go. And it's like God is really trying to speak to you. Sit sit down, preserve your energy, chill out. He about to let you know what's up. So it's just hard because that's not like in our nature in a way. And then so he really has to be like, sit down, shut up.
That's a fact.
So yeah, that's some things that I've learned. I'm still go through it. Like sometimes I'm just like, okay, he want me to sit down and shut up. You know, I gotta remember or whatever, because you just think, oh, let me do this. But nah, it's time to sit down.
Shut up, for sure.
Yes.
I'm still learning that to this day.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, if you'd have told me I would have been living the way that I'm living now, I would have been like, you tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to bed at 11, 10 o'clock every night. I get up, go to the gym in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I always was kind of like health conscious because I started losing weight years ago. But then I became like real health conscious. I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit drinking alcohol. Like, I was never an alcoholic, but
yeah,
you know, I drank for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like, I just did like a complete 180. You know what I'm saying? If you would have told me that I'd have been doing that, I'm like, you tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays. I never did that. I always slept till like 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like really like doing different stuff.
Yeah.
But God showed me like, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's crazy.
Yeah, because he has the vision or whatever. So we have this whole plan for our life, and it's like, this is what we're doing. And he's like, nah, that's what you think that you're doing, but I'm gonna show you.
And we ask for stuff too, like we ask for stuff, and then it's like, one thing I had to realize, like, years ago, I asked for this, like I asked for the end result that I'm receiving now, but
you didn't know the work to take, the steps to take to get there.
I ain't know the slaps in the face, and
all of that stuff.
all that shit that it was gonna take for real to get there. But it's like, I asked for it.
Yeah,
so
we always ask for the end result, but never think about like the work and the steps and the obstacles and the detours and the roadblocks all in between that destination. We don't think about that. We just like, oh, okay, I want that.
Yeah.
And so you think God's gonna bring you from here to there. What about the in-between stuff?
Yeah.
So that you can appreciate it too. That's a lot of stuff too. Like, you got to go through things so that you can appreciate what you're getting. And we were always handed stuff or whatever. It'll be like, oh, like money grows on trees. Like, if money grows on trees, there would be like zero value in it. It'd be like, oh, I'm about to just go pick like some stuff off the tree, some money off the tree, and then blah.
Niggas wouldn't work, nothing.
Yeah, it would be like, so, but because you work for your money or whatever, and you have to earn it, you have like pride and value of it. And so it's like, okay, I'm not about to just go out here and be spending or whatever like that. I take pride in my work, and I value like my earnings. So that's what it is. So yeah, the things that we ask for, is like, that's what I want, but you don't think about that stuff in between. I don't think we ever do, really.
We never
do. To be honest. And we're like, well, why is this going on and all this and stuff? And it's like, this is what it takes to get there. Yep.
What you ask, do you believe what you ask for, you shall receive?
I think if it's in God's plan, because stuff that I wanted before, I just said this on my last episode. Things that I wanted before, like, that was my thing, but that's like not what God had. Like, I would have been married and had children already, like years ago. Yeah. But that was not in his plan for me to be a wife and a mother years ago. Like, that just would not have
your
been
mindset
it.
is different now, though, huh?
Yeah. It's
you don't
like,
even want that no more, huh? Like,
no,
right now?
No,
like
it doesn't.
Today?
Right
now?
It don't seem like that's what it need to be today. But I think in the future, but like, I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I'm telling you, like, years ago, like, if I would have been 23, 24, I would have been a wife and a mom.
For real?
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
Right
You said I would have
been sad right now.
No, I wouldn't, because that would have been it. But I just
You'd
feel
have
like
been sad, dog.
Sad.
You'd have been sad.
No, I wouldn't have been sad.
You'd have been like, damn, cuz this all it is?
This it?
This it, dog.
No.
Damn.
I would have been fine, because I feel like my husband would be like a best friend, and my kids are just an extension of us. So I just feel like I would be fine.
Boring as hell.
No,
that should be boring as hell, dog.
Really?
Listen, man, all you niggas that's married at 25, 26,
oh, Lord,
man,
don't listen to him, y'all.
That shit boring. I know y'all bored, man. Listen, I salute all the men. Let me say something. I salute all the men out there that grew up faster than me. That grew up and can be committed and faithful and love.
God.
But listen, bro,
Don't listen to him.
Listen, bro. I know y'all niggas is bored, man.
Boy, it's a balance. Look, even like
That's
I have married friends.
Them niggas is bored.
No, they're
they
not.
They come to you straight up and be like, dog, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. I know a nigga that's 40 something that's like,
that's what I was about to say. It's like you can be older and think that.
Yeah.
But that's just between you and your partner. Like you have to have balance. Okay, I feel like when I'm married, I'm not gonna just be with my husband. Like I'm gonna still have girl time and stuff and go out and stuff, and you still have your time too. Yeah. Like we're not about to just be looking at each other all day and and just do things and be able to miss each other and still have things to learn about. Of course, home is gonna be like where you come back to, and that's like priority. But I don't think I would be bored because I think my friend, like I think my husband would be like my friend. So if I want to like go out to the bar and watch the game, he want to like come out too and do stuff, or we would just like to do a lot of the things together, hopefully, or things that I like to do, I can introduce him to, or vice versa. So I mean, I don't think you would be bored. I think you would have to definitely be more responsible because you guys are married and then you guys have children and stuff, but so you're responsible for more than yourself. Like with me, it's just me. Like I don't have to think about nobody else but myself. But I don't think I would be bored.
No, I'm joking. I'm being funny. You wouldn't be bored, and shout out to the people, man, that's married in their 20s, early 30s, man. I salute y'all, man. Yes. Shout out to Shay and Webb, man. Y'all just got engaged. Y'all been together for a while, Like I'm joking about being, because me personally, I couldn't do it. That's because I'm not mature enough to do it. I'm not mature enough to be married, be in a relationship. None of that. Not have kids. None of that. I'm not mature enough. I'm not there yet. Like, okay. I'm not,
do you like desire to be there?
Yeah, I don't desire to really have kids. That's not really my.
Okay.
That's not really. I don't want to have kids right now. Like that's not
forever.
In my mind, right now, where I am, I don't ever want to have kids. That may change the older I get.
Right.
The parental instinct might blossom, but right now I don't have a parental instinct. I want a dog. I'm gonna name him Chad, and that's
what
it.
What kind of dog?
I don't know, maybe like a golden retriever or like a cocker spaniel. Like I want a big dog, like
Okay, and you already got the name picked out, Chad.
Chad, yeah, after Pimp C.
Okay.
Name him after Pimp C. Because if me and my ex said if we have a son, we gonna name him Chad.
So now you're gonna name the dog Chad?
Okay. But that's my son. That's my son.
So if and when you do have a son, you're not gonna name him Chad no more? It's because that was between you and the ex. Gotcha.
Then I name my dog Chad. I can't name my dog.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't name my son
you
after my dog.
You gave the dog the name, so that's just a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
It's cool though. Like I feel like. I don't know. I'm starting to learn like my purpose is not to be like the typical everyday man. Like like the everyday like I have a 9 to 5. I have a job. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful for it. I've been there for like 2 years. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna continue to be there until things progress for me. But stuff like that, I don't feel like that's written in my book. Like that's not written in my book. You know what I mean? Like
that's fine.
Having a wife and being a young nigga with a wife and taking pictures and having kids, like 4 or 5 kids running around.
Not
like
4 or 5 now.
Like even 1 or 2. Like I don't even think that's written in the book for me. You feel me?
But no, that's a lot of people are different like that. I met a guy and he told me this was some years ago. I think I was like 25 or whatever. He said that he does not see himself being a dad either. He said maybe like a girlfriend or maybe possibly become a wife. But he just wanted to like travel. He wanted somebody that would just travel and see the world with him. And he was like adamant on that. He was like serious. And I was like, see, I don't see that for myself. And it's not that what you see for yourself is wrong or anything, like that's just who you are and that's what you see for yourself, and then others see different for themselves. But I was just like, that was kind of like one of my first times hearing that. And I think like when we're raised, a lot of now it's kind of changing. I feel like what we like want and stuff, like as millennials, we're just different. We're not just doing we're not operating the same way. So a lot of people don't see that film. Like I think that is for me or whatever, but because it's still a desire that burns within me. I feel like it would have like went away by now, being like just from things that I wanted to do in the past. and it's like, okay, now I see that wasn't for me, you know, and it's like no desire anymore, but it's still there for me. So it's like, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like it's still like that's in my plan of life. Like,
I can see you being a good mom of life, man.
Thank you.
I can see that, man. I can see it.
I desire whenever it's time. You know, I learned that. I learned that along the way.
You patient? You seem patient.
A little bit.
Yeah. I can see you burping a baby. Yeah. I can see you, man.
Just burping a baby.
I can see you, man. I can see you, like, you know. I can see you. Yeah.
Come on, burp, baby.
Yeah, I can see that. You know.
Yeah.
It's not in the cards for me, man. I don't think it is, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it might not be. I mean, that's what. And like you said, it may change. You just don't know. Like
I can see me having a crib in 2 states. Not like living a lavish lifestyle. I'm not saying that, because that's like worldly stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying I feel like my lifestyle, what I'm going to do in my life is not going to be tied down to like, okay, I got this house here and this is it. Like, this is it. Like, I go to work, I come home.
Yeah.
No, I don't see that really being my life.
And that is completely fine. Seriously, like, that is fine.
Because I never had like that desire, like, oh my God, look at them and their kid. Like, I never had baby fever. I never seen a girl and was like, oh, we would have pretty kids together.
Well, yeah, it really might not be your thing. Like, and that's fine. It's even some women, they don't want to be moms, and that's fine. Like, I think like back in the day or whatever, like before, that was their thing. Like, you go to school, you do this, and like I said, our time, our people, we have like changed. Like, a lot of people are just entrepreneurs. They're not even thinking about going to school. They're not thinking about a 9 to 5, and that is perfectly fine. They're not thinking about being tied down to like one home in a state with one person. It's just, people are just like living their lives as openly as they choose to, and it's not saying, okay, you have to have this house, this white picket fence, and 2 kids, the dog, and no, because a lot of, like, I'm 29, a lot of our parents have like been married. Like, my mom had been married for, I think, 7 years by this age, like by the time she was 29. So, and had me already. So she was married for 7 years and a child, her and my dad already. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how I would feel. So, married already 7 years.
They still married?
No, they're not married still. Yeah, but they by the time my mom was 29, would have been, like 7 years they would have been married. Yeah.
I feel like back then,
child. But the mindset was different for people too.
I feel like people thought that that's what it was
supposed to be.
But it don't really work out like that. Like, my mom and my dad were together. Like, they paid to have me. Like, my mom took, you know, supplements to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't on her own. But then when I turned like 7, my mom came home and was like, this shit ain't for me.
Wow. And did?
Yeah, it's time to go to the streets. So she left me with my dad. So my dad raised me. I mean, my mom was like a weekend mom. You feel me? So my mom, all the way from birth to like 28, never smoked weed. Then she started smoking weed. You know, she started to live her second childhood, her teenage years. You feel me? So I feel like it was always there. A lot of people just didn't break free. You know what I'm saying? Because I met some older women in my years, you know what I'm saying, in my youth, that have husbands. And then they meet a young nigga like me, and it's like, oh my God, it's so fun being with a young guy like you.
Live their life.
Because I didn't get to do this. You know, you're so free. You say what you want to say. You say what's on your mind. Yeah. You know, this nigga, you know, he's living how his dad was. Like, he's doing what he thinks a man should do. But it's like, nah, he should just do him. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I feel like, you know, a lot of people do what they think they're supposed to do, especially from that generation. But it's like, after a while, like, that burning desire, like you talk about, just burns and burns and burns you alive, and then you just leave. You know, so I'm just thankful that we're able to, in this generation, do what we want to do. Yeah, and it's more comfortable.
Yeah, and it's more accepted, and you just can live free and honestly, and that's good too, because we're all different. So it's like, just do you, okay, and just live your life. And, you know, you, to the best of your ability, you don't really answer to anyone or whatever. They might not, you know, accept it or understand it or whatever, but just do you, and you and God know what's up. So that's really what matters. That's how I, you know, live my life, basically.
Right. What do you feel like your ultimate purpose is That's one of the main questions I wanted to ask you, because you use the P word a lot. Purpose. What do you feel like your God-given purpose is?
I think it's really to, in whatever capacity, because I don't know in what capacity. I can't say if it's like from a podcast or from whatever, but I just feel like it's really to connect, inspire, and to provide hope. Like, seriously. So whether, okay, I'm doing that with the podcast, and then it, like, when I first like started talking to people about that I was doing it, I was like, and I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know how long I will, just have a podcast. But I feel like I'm gonna just do it as long as he tells me to do it, and as long as it, feels right or whatever. But I don't know in what capacity. But I feel like my purpose really is to connect with people, inspire, and to provide hope. Whether it's just conversations like you and I, or podcast, or books, or blog, or whatever, but whatever capacity. But I think that that's like my purpose, because I've always been a person where I could talk all day, on the phone all day, in person all day. I'm one of those girls who got in trouble for talking all the time in school. So yes, so I will always talk, and so I just feel like that's like the thing too, from my voice, my words of encouragement and stuff, to inspire, connect, and provide hope. So I think that's my purpose. And that's by sharing my life experiences. That's by being empathetic and understanding to other people, even if I haven't like gone through what they've gone through. Just like being a listening ear, or just giving them words of encouragement and stuff like that. That's just always been my thing. Like, I'm always a person where I'll be on the phone with one of my girlfriends. If something going on, we'll be on the phone all day. If you having a bad week, they already know they could call me, and we just on the phone talking through it or whatever. That's just always been my thing. And that's one of the things I thought about too, and why I named my podcast Tesh Talks, because that's what I do. Like, I talk all the time. I be talking to my friends and family members, and I'm like, this is what you have done all the time. Like, with your friends, you talk on the phone, y'all talk in person, and y'all, sharing words of encouragement, advice, insight, all of that. So it's like, of course I was nervous to first, start the podcast, because it was something new. But I'm like, but girl, this is what you do. Like, you talk. So yeah, I think my purpose is just that: connect, inspire, and provide hope in whatever capacity.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Do you feel like, well, let me say this. When did you find out that this was your purpose? Was it when you started the podcast, or was it like, well, when you were thinking, because I know you had the idea to do it last year. Was it like when you were thinking about doing it, or was it prior to that? You just didn't know what capacity you were going to be able to do it on?
Yeah, I really didn't know what capacity, but like, back in 2014, I started my first nonprofit, and I knew like I wanted to help at-risk youth, and that's when that came about. And then that kind of turned, I think by the next year, I had another nonprofit, and that was to help at-risk youth too, but it was in a different way. And that's when I kind of knew that I kind of wanted to be more motivational, was with the second nonprofit, because I was bringing in speakers to talk to youth at my job at DJJ. So that's kind of where it like kind of sparked, because from them conversing and stuff and being motivational, I was like, that's like my thing too. Like, so, but I just wanted other people to come in. I just kind of want to facilitate it and have other people come in. But that's kind of where it started, was back in 2014, when I was like I was kind of like searching for like my purpose back then. I was kind of trying to figure like life out, and just, yeah.
Was it stressful?
Oh yeah, depressing and dark and everything, and confusing, all of that, like all of that.
Did it hit you like a light bulb went off when it came to you, or was it like a slow build?
I don't know, because this is the story. Really, I was trying to find a job, and somehow or another, I got on the phone with DJJ, and I was trying to work for them, and then I ended up volunteering for them because they didn't have any positions open. And so I was mentoring once a week with them. And that's kind of like where the spark of helping at-risk youth like came. And I was like, I never wanted to do no stuff like this, but it just happened. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I got on the phone with DJJ trying to find a job with him. I don't remember that. Like, I really don't, like, remember that part of it at all. But I just know that I ended up talking to this lady, and me and her had, like, a long conversation. Me and her became, like, good friends, too, because she was just nice and, you know, like a mentor to me. But I don't know what made me on the phone with DJJ. Like, what would have made me call them to ask. I do not remember that part of it. But yeah, I think from like just like volunteering and then ended up working for them and stuff, like that's when it came. And I'm just like, I'm in education there, so I always said I would never like do anything with kids or whatever, and God was like, yeah, okay. So I don't know, it just kind of happened. And I was just, I guess because I was searching for my purpose, it just, I was, you know, following his lead. And I was just like, okay, you said do this, okay. And then you said do that, all right. And it just ended up happening, like, boom, here I am, like with 2 nonprofits for at-risk youth. And never thought I would do anything like that or whatever with children or whatever. But that's what it is. And it's like, I could not see it any different. It's just odd. So it was, I guess it was a slow build then.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Happened.
And during that process of trying to find a job, was it like one of those things where you were willing to take, I'm not saying take anything like McDonald's or something, but you would have took anything, like, or was it like you were strictly looking for the thing that was going to be your career for the rest of your life?
You
would have took anything in that vein, like a career type job?
Because
you know how it is when you trying to find your purpose, you open to try whatever. You know what I'm saying? Was it one of those things, or was it like?
I don't think I was open to try whatever, because like the lady that I talked to, that was in the area that I was interested in. So no, I just knew that I wanted to work for that agency, which was odd for me because it was at-risk youth. I'm like, why am I trying to, you know, like work for this agency with the kids who are incarcerated? But for whatever reason, that's what like I wanted to. But no, I don't, because I wasn't trying to do like any position there. But when she offered like the fact that they have volunteering to like actually mentor the girls there, I was like, I wanted to do that. But yeah, then it just happened that I ended up working in education. So, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I greatly appreciate it. I love the people who I work with, and I love what I do. So that's rare. So I greatly appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hate my fucking job.
I cannot say the same. I'm grateful for the job and my coworkers, for real.
That's a blessing.
Yes, and when I talk to people, they really say that, and they're like, yo, like either they love their job and they hate the people, or vice versa. And I'm like, yeah.
I like the people sometimes, but I really hate the position. Mm-hmm. But you know what though? Like, it's crazy in my life. Like, I've tried so hard to get away from this position that I'm in, the job that I'm doing. And God will not let me get away from it for nothing. Like, I swear on everything, like, God will not let me get away from this job. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I mean, I'm doing everything in my power to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not, like, trying to sabotage. Right. But, like, I kind of see why he kept me in this position.
Hindsight 2020 now.
For sure. Like, like, I remember going through, like, a real bad health scare, right? Mm-hmm. Twice. And I'm like, I would have never kept any other job but this one had I. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew what was in the forecast for me. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to keep you here because I know this is going to be what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can really pretty much do what I want at that place. You feel me? Like, you know, so it's just like, it's just a blessing. And then I have autonomy. I can move. I can transfer to another state. I can transfer anywhere with my job. You feel me? So it's like, okay, I see why I see why he keeping me here.
Yes.
Safe to say I only got like 4 months left at this location though, because moving back out of town. But so hopefully it'll be better. You know, hopefully I'll be in a different position within the company. And yeah, but yeah, it's crazy like how things happen like work in your favor, even if you don't think it's working in your favor. You might think it's punishment, like damn, cuz I gotta stay here.
Yep, that's how you think. It's like you just think like the world is just crumbling under you, and it really, things are falling into place. Like I said, hindsight being 2020, it's like, okay, that had to happen for this, and this to happen. But when it's going on, you like, what is going on? The world is ending. Like, no.
Yeah.
Just sit back and relax. Have faith. Like when I think back to stuff, it's so many times I just thought the world was over. Or my world was over.
Well.
And it was just.
It feel like the world be over though.
I don't know what's going on.
But when you get older, you start to realize like, okay.
And then you get stronger too and wiser. So a lot of the things like that you have endured before, it's like nothing. And I like kind of correlate like working out and life things like that happening. Where like, okay, when I first started working out, of course, like I was not strong enough. It was like the start of me working out. So I couldn't like squat. I couldn't squat like 90 pounds when I first started. I remember that. And then it's like as you continue to go, you get stronger and stronger, and you keep practicing at it. And now I can squat 225. Okay, that's just like in life. When things first happen, it's like, oh my God, what is this? And it just like hits you like a ton of bricks. But then as life goes on and you're stronger and you're wiser, and it's like that stuff just like sweat roll off your back. It's like, I'm cool on it, you know? So I just think like, as we have to go through things to like build our strength and our character and our faith, so that we can just be, you know, stronger individuals and keep going. And you know, so that's just how it is. Yeah,
callous your mind. Like how when you work out with your hands too much, you callous your hands and make your hands tougher. You callous your mind.
Yeah,
you know, experiences do that. Going through rough stuff. Speaking of working out, let's get down to business. Cause look,
talking about business.
Let's get down to business. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
Cause you know, I commented on one of your not commented, but I replied to your story one day. I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming for the 6-pack." You was like, "It's an 8-pack."
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, it was like it's an 8-pack. Get ready.
It is though.
It is. So when did you start working out? Like, and what made you start? Because everybody works out for different reasons. When did you start working out, and what made you start?
Well, I've always been like active. Like I've been a cheerleader and a dancer. So like from high school, and then I did cheerleading my first year of college. But 2017, for whatever reason, I just was like, I want to go to the gym. Because I used to do yoga and I did like a lot of cardio. So I would always like run like from my neighborhood to a park or run at the park. I do like ab work and some yoga stuff, and then that would be that. So, but it was really like a lot of cardio, really. 2017, I was just like, I want to try a gym. I don't know why. I was like, I just want, because I was never like really interested in gyms and stuff like that. A friend and I, we did like the 2-week like free membership to just try the gym out. By the second week, I was sold. I was like, I'm coming here. Like, so I did my membership, and since 2017, I've just been in there. And like the first year, the gym that I'm at is on a contract, so you have to, I mean, they're going to take the money out of your account regardless if you come or not. So I'm like, okay, the money is getting drafted out. I need to, you know, show up. And so, and then I also thought about it. I'm like, I'm not doing anything else. Like after work, I had no other plans. Like I was just going to go home and not do anything. So I didn't have any extra stuff to be doing. So I was like, why not go to the gym, work out? And I just like fell in love with it. Like, everyone knows, family and friends, after work, I'm going to the gym. It's like priority. So it's not like, everyone knows. So it's not like, oh, you got to go to the gym. They know. Like, I'm going to the gym after work. But, yeah, it's been a journey. Like, I love it. I love it. Sometimes I'm like, man, I don't feel like going. But I'm like, what else you going to be doing? You know, so. And like I said, squatting 225. 8-pack.
What you be doing, man? Like, what's your ideal? Cause listen, man, you know I'm on this health journey. You know what I mean? You know, I got muscles now. I can do push-ups, a lot of them.
How many push-ups you can do?
Listen, don't disrespect me.
I'm asking. Like,
don't disrespect me on my platform like that, dog. You said like, listen, dog, don't fucking disrespect me like that.
How many can you do?
Don't disrespect me.
You don't want off camera. Let me know how many is a lot.
You gonna say, cause how many can you do? How many can you do?
I ask you first.
How many can you do?
What is a
That's
lot
what
to
determine
you?
my answer.
Anyway, I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You said a lot. I want to know what is a lot.
We don't date our episodes. Because I might, next time niggas see me, I might be able to do triple that. Why would we date?
What's a lot today?
What's a lot today? I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to be real with you, dog. Like, a year ago, I couldn't do, like, 10 proper push-ups. Okay. Proper. You know, it's a difference between, like, I'm talking about a proper man push-up. Now, I'm getting sets in.
12?
Nah, I could do way more than 12. I could do way more than 12. 15. Listen, we're not going to disrespect me like that. I do more than 15.
Okay, so anyway, what was you...
I do more than 15.
Okay, that's good.
This nigga really asked me how many push-ups I can do. You can't disrespect. You
really keep grabbing it.
You can't disrespect me like that, dog. No, I can do a good bit. I can do a good bit. I can't do 1,000. I can't do 1,000.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Push-ups is not my thing.
Push-ups hard, man.
I don't like push-ups.
I hate anything gym related, but I do it because I have to.
Yeah.
I made a commitment to myself.
As you should. Yeah. Like, just to be active, stay active or whatever. Like, even if it's just, like, a lot of people reach out to me and ask me, and I'm like, you don't have to be in the gym like me because I found a love for it.
Yeah, I love it. I love how I feel. Like, mentally, you know, gym is a form of self-care for me. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I quit smoking cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes from 16 to 26. Mm-hmm. You know, I had to quit. I quit. You know, it was something I never thought I'd be able to do, but I always wanted to do. I quit, and I was like, well, I have to replace the gym, or I had to replace cigarettes with something positive. Mm-hmm. So I started working out. Yeah, that was. I started running. Like, I went from like a 15-minute mile to a 9-minute mile in like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I run 3 miles every time. 3, sometimes 2. Mm-hmm. Most times 2, sometimes 3. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how I'm feeling. Right. You know, but I do a lot of I just replace cigarettes, working out with cigarettes, man. Like, I do it. Yeah, I always ate pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? Like, pretty healthy. But it's like now I'm trying to, like, really fine-tune it on a scientific level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, how many do I need to do my carbs after my workout? Do I need to do... And I don't do it for, like, body image, because I feel like if you focus on body image, you'll never get anywhere. You got to focus on, like, longevity and vitality. Right. And that's always been my thing. I always focused on vitality, like how I feel. I know my body's working properly when I feel good. If I eat something and I don't feel right afterwards, I don't care how healthy it seems, I'm not going to eat it no more. Yeah. Feel what I'm saying? Right. So that's how I live. To your body. I'm listening to my body. Yeah. So, but, you know, as far as like eating and stuff and working out, like I really fell in love with that. I hate during it, it's like, this shit sucks, bro. But you have to go through the bad stuff to get the good. I
think like, on my, like, say when I'm at work, or now I work more so from home because of the whole pandemic, but I might be a little tired before I go, and I'm like, man, I want to just lay in the bed. I don't want to go. Or coming from work, when I do go into the office, I'm like, I want to go home. But once I get there, it's like I'm just amped up. Yeah. I'm like amped up, and I just have this energy, because like working out gives you energy. Thanks. So it's like I may have felt tired prior to coming to the gym, but now I'm just like I worked out before here, but I was real tired before. Yeah. And like now I'm just like I have energy. Yeah. So it's a mental thing too. Facts. Like you first have to be committed to it. When I first started, I said that I was going to treat the gym because they were taking the money out of my account too, but regardless if I was coming, but I was like, I'm going to treat the gym like work and church. Like, I feel like with work, you like, I have to go to work, right? And then that's how it was when I first started going to church. I'm like, I always go to work, so why can't I always go to church? And then when the gym came around, I'm like, okay, I go to work, I go to church, I'm going to go to the gym. So it's like changing your mind. Like they say, change your mind, change your life. Because I was just like, I need to go. It's no other reason not to. So just prioritize it and don't have it as an option. Don't think of it as an option. Just do it. And then it'll just, if you just keep practicing at it, it'll be like nothing. Like I said, it's in my routine. Like I'm going to work, I'm going to the gym. That's just that stuff. Facts. Yeah, I tell myself, get your bitch ass up and go to the fucking gym. That's how you talk to yourself?
Hell yeah.
That's how you have to talk to yourself.
Facts. Like, get your bitch ass up. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym though.
Oh, okay.
Like I
so
used
you
to.
a morning gym goer?
I just started though. I used to be a night gym goer, but what it did was I started working out so hard at nighttime, cause like I quit smoking. That's my stress relief. Like so I will run 3 miles and then go do a bunch of endurance training, or I'll do a bunch of weight. So I'm like my heart is even after the gym. You know what I'm saying? So then when I try to lay down, you know, like I don't know if you've ever felt this, but you can hear your heart beating in the bed sometimes when you've worked out really hard. I was like, I can't do it because it was keeping me up at night.
Yeah, you get that energy, so it's gonna take you a while. That's what my one of my guy friends at the gym, he was just saying that he was like, he takes pre-workouts, and he was saying that he'll be up for a while, and I'm like, see, I don't take anything, but I was like, yeah, and then you're tired the next day because you've been up. It's like it helps a little bit for you to get your gym started, you know, get your workout started, but then you're still, you know, you're up late at night or whatever. So yeah, I can see that, but I'm not a morning gym goer. I can't do that.
I had to do it for my sleep, and now I like it. I enjoy it because you get your stuff started.
Better. Yes, I'm sure. My thing, we were talking about this, and I told him, I was like, I probably would be slack if I had. Well, no, because if I had to go in the morning, then I would.
You squeeze. You squeeze. You gotta squeeze stuff in.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't be slack, but I feel like at first I felt like I would be because I'm not a morning person. So I would be like, I don't want to get up earlier than what I have to, you know. But if I had to, I think I would.
Yeah, you would.
Think about it, yeah.
You got that 8-pack.
Yeah, gotta keep it.
Listen, you ain't gonna disrespect. I'm gonna show you progress right quick, and I don't usually do this on Muddy Waters. But see, I use people like Tesh as motivation. She is motivation. Okay. You are my inspiration.
So let me see.
You want to see it? You want to see my
Yes.
You want to see my progress?
Yep.
Tell me if I'm doing good, cause you lit. Tell me. Now, be honest now, cause you disrespected my handle in front of these people.
All I wanted to know was how many push-ups.
Nah, you disrespected my handle. You can't ever disrespect my handle like that.
Asking a question.
That's disrespectful. Cause the thing is, you more in shape than me.
No, but see, I told you push-ups not my thing. So
but you probably do 500. See what I'm saying?
I can do 500 crunches. But
you can do 500 crunches. All right. So this was like a month ago, right?
Okay.
You see? Look at that definition. Lie and say I ain't got nothing now.
You got arm definition.
Yeah. You see how they do?
You didn't
how
even
soon
give me
they forget?
Chance to even respond.
See how soon they forget?
Okay, you said it was a month ago. What's this? You didn't zoomed in.
I mean, unless you wanted to like. Okay. See.
You got it. You going.
You see it?
I see it. I got my contacts in.
You see it? It look good. I'm on the right track.
You on the right track?
Swear to God. I got the cosign. This is why I wanted to do this interview. This is why I needed the cosign, bro. Cause like I promise you, all jokes aside, I'll watch your Facebook and I'm like, bro, she be going hard as fuck in the gym.
I love it.
Yeah, that's lit. See, you inspiring me.
I told you that's my thing. In whatever capacity.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity.
That's dope, man. Now I got the cosign interview over with.
I am done. You just wanted to know it's tape. I just wanted it for a record.
That's it. That's it, dog. That's it, dog.
Cut.
Nah, for real though, man. Like we gotta get it in one day. Next time we do an interview, we should do it at the gym.
Okay.
You would do it at the gym?
You gonna be able to talk and breathe and work out at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah.
You got breath control?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm pretty
Stamina,
decent.
all of that.
Me too.
Okay.
See, she trying to disrespect a nigga. And not now. You work out on Saturdays?
Only when I do my workout class.
What you mean? Oh, you do it like you instructed?
Mm-hmm.
After your workout class, can we get a quick 45 minutes in?
Yeah, we can do that.
Come on, cause you
I can do that.
You disrespecting a nigga handle, man.
You really think you so defensive, but you can do pull-ups?
No, I'm trash. I do Australian pull-ups.
What are Australian pull-ups?
Listen.
You gotta show me, but I can do.
You can
people
do pull-ups.
People be so surprised when they see me, my little short man. I jump up there and be doing a pull-up.
How many can you do?
Well, before COVID, I could do like 10 to 12.
Yeah. Straight?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
You disrespecting the shit out of me on my show.
Like, I really could. I like pull-ups. I've tried
my
best to like try to get pull-ups in. Yeah.
That's
but
dope.
Now it didn't decrease, of course, because I had no way of like keep doing them during like COVID because I was working out at the park. So
they got the thing you can do.
I don't think at the park that I was at. I never had nothing to do any pull-ups with. I was mad about it. That was one of the first things I did when I got back in the gym. I was like, let me see how many pull-ups I can do. I think I did like 4 when I got back.
That's dope. That's dope. So you do a lot of, and I don't want to make this a workout podcast.
It ain't. We talked about everything.
But do you do a lot of lifting too? Like what?
That's all I do.
Oh, so you just straight up lift? You don't do like? Cause I do a mixture like.
Of what?
On Mondays, Tuesdays I lift. Mm-hmm. So I don't really do like the I don't like bench pressing like the straight up bar, but I will bench press dumbbells. Like boom, boom. But I do low weight, high reps. So I do 60 of everything.
Oh, okay.
I do 60 everything. Sometimes I do hundreds of everything. You know what I'm saying? So even push-ups. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So even push-ups, but then I do a lot of low weight, high reps. But so I do that on like Mondays and Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. Wednesdays is my day off, and then Thursdays, I do like kind of like body weight stuff. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of lunges, a lot of push-ups. Like I'll do like circuits, circuit straight through for like an hour. Okay. I always run 2 or 3 miles before every workout, and then Fridays I'll do like legs, or I'll do like another day of endurance training, and then for Saturdays I'll do like a freestyle, whatever I'm feeling. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mondays and Thursdays really Mondays legs. Thursdays, kind of legs, glutes. Wednesdays, arms and back. Fridays, full body. And before each workout, I would do some type of like cardio, whether it's like walking or like a little jog or whatever, treadmill jog or whatever, or the stair climber, and then get into my workout. And I rest on Tuesdays because like that's when I got my before COVID, and went on Saturdays. Every other Saturday I have my workout that I instruct with my partner, and then on Sundays I don't do anything.
Yeah, mine's Wednesdays and Sundays. You lit. We gotta get it in. We're gonna get it in on camera. You ain't gonna disrespect me and have me throwing up. You ain't gonna have me throwing up.
I don't do a lot of like.
You ain't gonna have me throwing up.
Stuff. I just do like I do weightlifting, but I don't do like no intense.
You be in there like
No, I hate all the noise people.
I do that.
You do?
Yeah, it be hard.
Well, you might need to go down on the weights if you got to do all that.
No, but it's just like I do like.
I
do low like 15, 10. Like,
but you got to do all that.
Yeah, it just sound better. It just feel better.
I hate when there's some guys in the gym like that. I be like, I'll be looking like maybe take it down a little bit because you struggling over there if you gotta do all that. No, I do say now I'm glad that I wear a mask because sometimes I am like making some little faces when I'm trying to do stuff. I'm like, okay, the mask is like covering it up, but I don't do all that.
You don't do all that?
The sweat I don't be going crazy. Show. You can see the sweat that I'm working. I don't gotta do all that noise and stuff.
Yeah. See, I don't sweat when I lift weights.
Really?
No, I don't sweat. I think what I need to do is like stop, like make my rest time like shorter, like 10, 15 seconds.
Or 30 seconds. 30 seconds cool.
I'll turn 30 seconds into 2 minutes. Oh. See, but that's why that's why I do like a lot of circuits. You feel me? Like I do. Just keep going. I gotta keep in the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I gotta keep going. But nonetheless, I do love the gym because I'm seeing my progress. Yes. I feel better mentally. Things roll off my back. I don't stress about anything.
I tell people that too. I'm like, I know it's hard to first get started because, you know, it's something new and then you got to try to work it into your schedule. But I'm like, when you see those results, you're not going to want to stop. That's kind of what keeps me going too, is because it is a stress reliever and I just found a love for it. But then it's like, what you work so hard for, you don't want it to like leave. So it's like, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see that progress, it's like, okay.
You seen the progress. She seen
we
it.
talking about me?
Yeah, you seen the progress.
My progress?
You seen mine.
Oh.
You seen it. See how
Yeah.
she disrespected you? Tesh,
Yes.
I'm glad you came on the show. I learned a lot about you. I learned a lot about you.
I'm glad too. This was easy. You said it was going to be like flow.
I told you.
And see what I'm doing. Tesh talking.
Tesh talking. See, you forgot the
Tesh
camera was
talking.
rolling.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No,
You remember
this
this?
nice green light on.
I guess I'm just so used to it. I don't even really.
I mean, the conversation, of course, flows and stuff, but I'm like, it was great.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're talking about things that you're passionate about and stuff, it's just like, it's just casual conversation.
Mm-hmm. Everyday life. Stuff that roll through your mind.
I was like, what? He asked me to be on here?
Yeah.
I was kind of like,
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
You dope, man. Like, I enjoy, seeing you post. Anytime I'm having like a bad week, because you know how it is, like when you're doing something creative, you make that commitment to the people that watch and listen to your show. And sometimes things happen in your life and you be like, I want to do it this week? And then you're like, nah, I got to keep going. So then I see you, I'm like, damn, bro, like, not like it's a race or nothing like that, but it's like,
inspiration,
I'm like, damn.
That's how I feel.
I'm trucking along and then I'm like, oh, I see you. Zooming, I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta keep going. Like she ain't letting nothing stop her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For
what the
real.
fuck?
And
I'm
if
letting
it's
something stop me.
Right. When you passionate about it, but I think that God like places certain people like that in your life for you to be seeing them too. And it's like you said, it's not a competition. It's just like inspiration.
It's inspiration
that they're doing. It's like they can do it. I can do it too. And then so yeah, it's good. Like because I feel the same way. I see people and I'm like they're doing what they're passionate about and what they love. I can, do it too. Like,
yeah.
So, and like I said, that fire that be burning in you. If I did not like do like my podcast and stuff, it would just I would feel some type of way.
For real.
I would feel like I'm just living on purpose in that capacity. So.
Am I walking in your purpose?
Mm-hmm.
So you walking in your purpose right now?
Yes, in that capacity.
Okay.
Yeah, with the podcast, like I said, I don't know if like that's forever.
Of course.
Or what if it might transition into, but I feel like in this moment, yep.
All these things are vessels, I feel like.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody the other day, like, God don't know what a podcast is. He don't know what a book, like, all of it. He just like, look, this is what it is.
The gospel. He in whatever capacity. Yes.
Yeah, just do.
Save souls. Yep.
Yeah. Tell the people where they can find you at, where they can shop the merch, the t-shirts, and all that good stuff.
New t-shirts. Well, okay, for the t-shirts, I have this and I have 2 other designs, and you can get that on tshirtline.bigcartel.com. Also, my podcast is T Talks Podcast, and that's on Instagram, and you can like the page on Facebook, T Talks Podcast at what is it, Instagram it's just Instagram. So at Tesh Talks Podcast on Instagram and tshirtline.bigcartel.com for the merch.
Follow her, man. And check out the show. Get inspired.
Yes, and that's on the podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify.
Yes.
Yes, so listen, subscribe. I said some good things on there, y'all. I think so.
You do.
I think it's some good inspirational things.
You do. And yeah, real quick before we go, do you think maybe being a personal trainer might be something that you do part-time?
I don't know. People have asked me.
For real?
Yes, and like when I get asked, I really try to like feel it, and I'm not.
You don't feel it?
I don't feel it as of yet. I think the closest that I've gotten to it has been doing those workout classes that I do every other Saturday. And that was like, in that moment when someone asked me, but I've always been asked. And when that person asked me, I was like, I just almost kind of got tired of like almost telling people no and saying like, no, I don't train. Or if you want to work out, you have to become a member at the gym that I go to so that we can work out together, because I don't like personal train to go to your house or whatever. So it's kind of like I was like, dang, I feel like I'm not helping people or whatever by just telling them like, oh, well, follow these people and there you can look at what they're doing and do their workouts. So yeah, that's when I just came up with the thing that I was going to try to do a workout for ladies every other Saturday. So, and that's when I thought about it. Like I sat on it for like a night. I said, God, if this is what I'm supposed to do, then in the morning you gonna like solidify it for me, you gonna confirm it for me. And then next morning I woke up and it was still like heavy. So I reached out to one of my girlfriends, and it worked out perfectly. Like she was like on it. She's just like as like passionate about it as I am, and into it, and teamed up with me. So we've been doing this since I think June or July, every other Saturday.
That's lit.
But yeah, I don't feel it just yet. If that's what it's supposed to be, I don't feel it just yet to personal train. But people have asked me, like I have one of my girlfriends, she work out with me every day, and she wants, you know, to gain some muscle and stuff. But I don't feel it. Yeah. I don't know if it's in the cards for me, but if it is, I don't feel it just yet.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah. But I just enjoy working out myself. And like I said, if people, like my friends want to work out with me, if they want to get a membership, it's fine. You know, they can come along. But I don't really, I don't feel it.
Yeah. Mm-mm. I feel you.
So no, I can't personal train you.
Nah, it's cool. I don't need a personal trainer. Just like, you know niggas.
That's probably what you was asking.
Nah, because, you know, I'm a nigga that figured it out on my own. You know, I lost 100.
I'm sorry that I can't personal train you.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I lost 100 pounds on my own. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, a nigga tried to, you know, man, you should do this and do that. And I was like, you know what? I figured it out on my own. And I figured it out on my own. I'm doing the gym thing by myself. I'm figuring that out. I would have liked for you to be my personal trainer, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because one day I'm going to have a 8-pack just like you.
I was about to say, because I have an 8-pack.
Listen, we going to work out Saturday. We going to see where you at.
What we going to do on Saturday? What? Full body? Arms?
Full body.
Full body. Okay.
Yeah. Can we do some calisthenics too? Nah. I'm going to be sore as hell. Nah, we can't do no calisthenics. You want to do calisthenics? I like calisthenics.
You do?
Yeah, that's what I started out with. I used to do it at the park. I was trash though, but I was still like building up endurance. You know what I'm saying? But enough about that. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
For sure.
It was a pleasure.
It was definitely a pleasure.
Yes.
I enjoy having you on.
Thank you.
For sure. Follow her. Buy a t-shirt.
Yes.
Listen to the show. Share. Subscribe.
Yes. Like, rate, review, all of that. Yes, because a lot of people tell me like what they like about it, but they don't put it on there. I need y'all to do that. I need y'all to write a review.
Write a review, man.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes. And thanks to everyone who's listened and commented and texted me and all that. I greatly appreciate it, and just let me know that I need to keep going and that this is the right thing to do. Yes. But thank you for having me.
For sure.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes.
Muddy Waters, we out.